7 things that I have simply outgrown as a photographer. What's up, y'all? Fly morning. Welcome back to a new video. If this is your first time here, welcome to Photography by Dash. I love to share my viewpoint and my experience as a photographer and a video creator. If you enjoy this video, take any value from it, consider subscribing at the end and sharing the video. But today I want to talk about 7 things that I have simply outgrown as a photographer over time. 7 things that I came to the realization of that are just not for me anymore. All right? Number 1 is collaborations. Meaningful collaborations are cool. I love being able to exercise that creative muscle and working with great people. But being a full-time photographer and running a business and growing a business, I realized the value of time and time management. So for me at this point in my life, collaborations have to make sense for both parties. So it's not something I'm completely outgrown. I'm just a little bit more selective with my collaboration process. So I think that's a better way to explain it. And also, I dealt with this a lot in the past. I feel like a lot of people substitute the word collab with free. A lot of people are just looking to get free work out of you, and the collab doesn't mean anything. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just not into that at this point in my life. Collaborations just have to make sense for both parties, and I'm very selective with it. Next, photo meetups. Photo meetups are cool. I can see the value in creatives coming together, building community, and being able to exercise that creative muscle on a live subject. I can definitely see the value in that. I always looked at photo meetups as a way to learn when I was first starting out. And I just realized that I learned better in other ways. So I've been to a couple of photo meetups, but they're not for me personally. But once again, no knock to them. I can see the value in them. I just learn better in other ways, and they're personally not for me. So that's something that I have definitely outgrown. 50mm lens. This is a great lens to a great step up from the kit lens when you're first starting out as a photographer. Gives you the opportunity to play with shallow depth of field, what it can do to your image, how it affects your image, and how you can be creative with it. At this time in my workflow, a 50mm lens or 50mm focal length at that point doesn't really have a place. I find myself reaching for other lenses, being creative with other things, and the 50mm lens is just collecting dust at this point. So that is something that I have definitely outgrown, but it definitely had its place in my workflow. Over editing and manipulating images. Now, when I first started out, I was experimenting with styles, different editing techniques and things of that nature, just trying to find my style stamp as a photographer. And over the course of time, you do. And my approach and style is less is more. I am not the person to overdo anything. Less is more for me. And I look at the post-production process, editing process as complementing, refining what I captured already in the camera. So it's like the icing on the cake. No knock, everybody is different, each his own. Some people love to over edit and manipulate images, that's their style. That is simply not my style. I am not that photographer, so that is something that I have definitely outgrown. Justifying my price. This one is interesting. When I first started out and started to take myself seriously, a lot of people was like, why would I pay that much for photos? Why are you charging this much for photos? X, Y, and Z, things of that nature. Now, learning and having some experience under my belt, I put systems and processes in place that showcase my value to a potential client. One being a website and things of that nature. Justifying my price even further than that is just not something that I'm into nowadays. I'm not meant to serve everyone. You're not meant to serve everyone, and that is okay. I am meant to serve my niche. I am looking to attract the clients that would love to work with me. So I just have my business set up to showcase my value and showcase what I can do. I'm not looking to justify myself any further than that. Trying to do everything alone. Now, I am so guilty of this. I take pride in my work. I take pride in being very independent. So I love to learn. If I can, I would learn every single thing and do it myself. But once again, being a full-time photographer and growing a business, value is in we and not I. I'm looking to work smarter and effectively and not harder. I want to be the best at my role. I want to be the best at what I do and work with people that are the best at their roles and what they do to ultimately create and put our best foot forward for the overall project or job. And for me, that's just working smarter and effectively. That's how I'm looking to work moving forward, especially for bigger projects. So these are 7 things that I have outgrown as a photographer over the course of time. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have some things that you've outgrown thus far in your career. And if you have any questions or concerns, any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments. Like always, I will see you guys at the next video.